Get ready for your daily dose of marketing strategies and tactics from entrepreneurs with the guile and experience to help you find success in any marketing capacity. You're listening to Marketing School with your instructors, Neil Patel and Eric Su.
All right, it's time for another edition of Marketing School. I'm your host, Eric Su.
And I'm Neil Patel.
And today we're going to be talking about what influencer marketing is and should you be leveraging influencer marketing at all. Neil, what's influencer marketing?
Think of it this way. When you see Beats by Dre, I know it's owned by Apple now, why was it popular? If you think about it, every single celebrity, from LeBron James to athletes to the Kardashians, they were on TV commercials showing you, hey, you got to wear these headphones. They're cool. We all wear them. That's influencer marketing, in which when you see other famous and popular people that you look up to wearing stuff or using stuff, you're much more likely to do the same as well.
The quote-unquote influencers right now that you're seeing on social media, these are the people that have, a few 100,000 or over 1 million followers on Instagram or Snapchat or YouTube. These are the people that have built their audiences, and this is why they're called influencers. And YouTube, Facebook, they're paying these people good money because they have these audiences, and these are very valuable because first of all, they've built a following, and it's very hard to do that. So the question is, how can you go about leveraging influencer marketing? Well, one thing you can do, if you look at just Instagram, you look at the models out there, a lot of people will be pushing their protein, or they might be pushing like a water bottle or something like that. And basically they're paying these models per post. And that's how they're basically quote unquote leveraging influencer marketing. Now you could get even more complex than that, but that's kind of the basis of it. And what you would do at a high level, even right now, I know there's a cosmetics company talking to us from India right now, and they're interested in influencer marketing, and they're willing to pay a good amount of money, to agencies that will connect them with influencers. So the numbers might back up for you. Let's say you're e-commerce and you're pushing products like this. The numbers can be very lucrative for you. Let's just say a lot of these. I was just talking with an influencer yesterday. She has about 500,000 followers, and I was like, hey, how much are you getting per post? And she says she has a lot of people reach out to her. And she's getting paid about $800 per post, and she's very young. She's about 24 years old. So at 24 years old, that's a lot of money. $800 per post. If you're paying $800 per post, and you're getting, your average order value is just like $50, and you get let's just say $5,000 worth of orders on $800 spend, you're going to be doing that all day. In fact, you're going to be looking for even more influencers. You're going to just try to go all in on that. So that's one thing to take a look at when you're going about doing influencer marketing. Neil, what are your thoughts?
When you're doing influencer marketing, there's one key thing that you need to keep in mind. Not how many followers someone has, but how loyal is their following. So when you look at people who have 1 million followers, let's say on Instagram, but if they're only getting 1,000 likes per photo, what does that tell you? It tells you that their following isn't a loyal one. If someone doesn't have a loyal following and they tell everyone, buy your product, use your service, what do you think is going to happen? No one's going to care. But if someone has a loyal following, which they have 1 million fans, and their ratios are better than everyone else, in which they're getting more likes, more comments, more engagement, per photo, per share, whatever you want to call it, per video, if they're able to get a higher ratio, then if they tell their fans to do something, there's a much higher chance that those fans will, because they're loyal. So when you're trying to figure out which influencers to recruit, don't just pick the ones with the biggest following count or based on how much they charge. Base it purely off of engagement. So for example, when we're doing influencer marketing on Instagram, we don't look at how many followers someone has. We only look at how many likes per photo they get and how many comments they get. And we want to make sure that the ratio is really good or above, let's say 5%. On the low end, if they only have like 10, 20,000 followers, but if it's a big number, like we're looking for at least 3%, that shows that they're a loyal audience. And then from there, what we do is we just try to buy as many ad spots as possible, negotiate, and buy them in bulk packages. Just don't do one-offs. You gotta do it consistently over time. Just like Beats by Dre, if they paid Kim Kardashian once to wear the headphones, won't do well. But if they pay a ton of influencers and they do it over a course of 6 months to a year, it then starts having an impact. It creates a movement.
What you might want to do when you're trying influencer marketing out, instead of having to reach out to each of these influencers on their own, which you can, but some people, they're just like, I don't have the time. I just rather have like some type of platform where I can go to find these influencers, right? Whether it's in gaming, whether it's in beauty, whatever it is exactly, you can use a platform like FameBit. So that's FAMEBIT.com. Go there, sort out the influencers you want to reach out to. You can sort by number of followers, you can sort by age as well, and it's going to show you, hey, this is the cost per engagement. Hey, these are the cost per impressions that you're going to get from this specific influencer. And you can see who's super popular. It's basically a way for you to, it's basically like bidding on ad spots, right? Bidding on, specific blogs. So if you're able to do that, go to FameBit, find the people that you want to reach out to, figure out what your budget is. Like Neil mentioned, you want to look for the people that have super high engagement, and you can't just do it once. You have to do it multiple times. But a tool like FameBit will make your life a lot easier, especially when you're first starting out. And you have to think about it this way, okay? If you're selling enterprise software, influencer marketing is probably not the right fit for you. But if you're selling like a gaming product or something like a water bottle, maybe you can push it to beauty people, or if you have like a cosmetic product, you would go to beauty influencer. So make sure it's the right fit. Again, it's all about targeting at the end of the day.
Yeah, the biggest thing I learned, because I've tried out influencer marketing for a while now, I've even done it for my own name, and to see if I can increase my popularity, which would help like increase the overall brand awareness and maybe get more people coming to my website, etc. What I end up learning from it is when you have people post sporadically, it doesn't have a big impact. But if you have a huge budget, sure, have them post sporadically, but do it consistently and do a lot of it. I didn't have as big of a budget as like Beats by Dre or anyone like that. So what I found is I did it every week, and I did it on a specific day. So when I had all the influencers do it on a Tuesday or a Monday or a Wednesday, just pick a day out of the week and have your influencers stick to it, and you'll notice a much bigger impact from branding and spreading and awareness. And the reason being is so many people are on those platforms, and they're like, wow, I don't see just 1 or 2 pictures. I see like 5 or 6 or 7 in the same day of this company, of this product, of this service. Maybe I should check it out now. But when someone sees it sporadically over a week, it doesn't have as much of an impact compared to if they just keep seeing it in a short period of time, because like, oh, maybe I should go and do something.
The final thing I want to add to this is ideally you're going to see a lot of people when they're doing influencer marketing, they're using a specific coupon. And there's a reason for that. It's because you can track the effectiveness of running that campaign with that specific influencer. Because you're limited with analytics, you do want to make sure that you have something in place. And sometimes people forget about that. So same thing when you're running like an offline TV ad, you want to make sure you have some tracking there. It's the same thing with influencer marketing. You want to make sure you're tracking it. So with that being said, I think that concludes this episode of Marketing School. Check out influencer marketing. And by the way, give us feedback. What other topics do you want to hear? Do you think this is good? Do you think it sucks? We want to hear everything that you have. You can always email Neil or myself. We're always here. And with that being said, we'll see you in tomorrow's episode.
This session of Marketing School has come to a close. Be sure to subscribe for more daily marketing strategies and tactics to help you find the success you've always dreamed of. And don't forget to rate and review so we can continue to bring you the best daily content possible. We'll see you in class tomorrow, right here on Marketing School.